Hi, welcome to BFA Snapshot. I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by Steve and Sharon from WorkBuzz today. So we have launched a new collaboration in the marketplace at the end of last year, really bringing in your franchisee satisfaction survey into our accreditation process. So Steve, talk to us a bit about the survey first and how that's been working in the marketplace today.
Of course, well, first of all, thank you very much for having us. We're really excited to be here. So almost 10 years ago, we launched what we call the Franchise Satisfaction Benchmark Survey. And the idea was we would get feedback from franchisees, we'd guarantee that's confidential, so they give honest answers, and then use that feedback to help franchisors benchmark things like their supports, relationship with their franchisees, and levels of overall advocacy. And really use that to help them to build better and stronger franchise networks. So we had over 200 franchisors take part in the program so far, that's sponsored by Lloyds Bank, but delighted to partner with BFA and sort of merge it into the BFA's world-class accreditation process.
So we've done a few already so far, haven't we, since launch? And Sharon, you've got the numbers for us. What's it looking like?
Yeah, so we've launched 17 surveys up to date. Another 2 have gone out already today, and we've got about 5 or 6 already booked in for next week. So yeah, looking really good.
Yeah, so from our perspective, it gives an incentive. It's not easy to get people to go through a re-accreditation process, and we're all about the standards. So for us, it gives them like an additional bit of information about their own brands, areas that they can perhaps develop or work on, and actually celebrate some successes. But it's also going to give us some great stats, isn't it, to share in the industry?
And that's exactly right. So one of the really exciting things about this partnership is we've already got data from around 200 different franchise networks that have taken part in the program to date. But just in February, we've got 17 surveys we launched. So all the time we're building more and more data because of this partnership. And what that allows us to do over time is to pinpoint what factors across the industry are really going to make a difference for supporting franchisees better, what factors drive levels of advocacy, so some more than others, and look at that from a demographic analysis and a demographic perspective too. Are certain groups of franchise owners need more support, or just different challenges going forwards? So a huge amount of insight we can share with the industry in the months ahead.
And we're going to do that on a new platform. So we've taken the collaboration to another kind of level. So from a BFA perspective, we've been looking at our annual conference. Because of COVID, we've decided to put that back and make it an event that happens at the end of the year. We did it online last year, hoping to be face-to-face this year, but it then started a conversation with us, didn't it, about how we, as 2 organizations that are already partnering, can take it a step further to stop having kind of events, I guess, that compete on franchisor time and spend in the marketplace and come together. So really, really excited to talk about the Best Franchise Awards coming into the BFA annual conference.
And absolutely, yeah, we're really excited, Pip, too. I think for those of you that may not be familiar with WorkBuzz, every year we get together about 130 franchise professionals, and we showcase some of those brands that have got really outstanding feedback, and they talk about what they're doing so well to support their franchise networks. I think 2021, one of the predictions we've got is almost every live event is going to get shifted back to Q4. And what that means for the industry, there's so many events going to be competing for your time around that. So we were delighted when Pip reached out, and in a really collaborative way, we've agreed to combine our Best Franchise Conference with the BFA conference this year. So what it means is rather than have 2 of the industry's premier conferences in back-to-back weeks, there's a single event that franchise professionals can attend, where they'll have best practice from some of the franchisors that take part in our program, use your thought leadership from the BFA, all under one event over the course of 2 days. So really excited we can make that work.
And Sharon, from your perspective, you're someone that comes and you've organised the Best Franchise Awards, but coming to the conference itself, do you think it's going to be a benefit to the industry in having kind of that educational platform all under one roof?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a fantastic opportunity, and I know the attendees that normally come to our conference, I think the added value they're going to get from, to be able to come to a joint sort of venture between us. It's yeah, I think it's really, really good opportunity.
And we're going to find ways, aren't we, to make sure we're accommodating some of the smaller businesses that generally come to your conference, but don't necessarily come to the BFA conference. So for me, again, it's really exciting to be able to reach out and educate more people about the great things that are in franchising.
So yeah, I think it's really important for us with our awards that are based on franchisee feedback. That's what makes them unique, to remain accessible. And we've had franchisors launch surveys this year with, say, 10 franchisees through today's with hundreds and hundreds. So it's really, really important to keep the awards accessible. So most of our entrants, because of our conference, are BFA members, but also there are some non-BFA members yet I hope will become BFA members over time. And it's really important they can be accessible for all franchisors of at least 10 franchisees to take part in our awards and come to the conference still.
Okay, so one of the final things that we're talking about, more collaboration, more exciting stuff, is how we can do more surveys to franchisors as well. So a lot of franchisors are interested in perhaps benchmarking themselves from a recruitment perspective. So that's one of the areas we're going to drive forward and get a survey out to the members on, isn't it?
Yes. I think I remember a lot of the BFA regional forums I've been to, recruitment comes up time and time again. I think going forward out of COVID, there'll be different challenges come up as well. But what's really important in this day and age is just a chance to make data-driven decisions, rather than if you're at one forum, you get a different answer depending on who you're sat next to. Want to do it in a data-driven way. So we'll be working with a BFA to launch a tool to really help you to benchmark things like franchise recruitment, how effectively you're recruiting, how lead gen compares to franchisors for similar size or investment level, in a way that really helps you to make smarter decisions in a data-driven way.
Absolutely. You and I are going to take the stage together, aren't we, at the conference at the end of the year, and share some of the stats and the trends that we're finding over the course of building out not just the franchisee satisfaction stuff, but the recruitment benchmarks too.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. And hopefully, I'm looking forward to that day where we can all sort of start going out and interacting sort of face to face as well, rather than just on sort of Zoom or Teams around that. But it'd be a really exciting platform to share that insight and get feedback from in industry around what else you'd like us to measure, to trend, and to help you ultimately to benchmark and make smarter decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. So an action for anyone watching this, if you do have suggestions as a franchisor that you'd like to see us do a survey on, please do email us. You can email support@thebfa.org and we'll make sure that we collaborate and get something out in the marketplace. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today, Steve and Sharon. It's been awesome to catch up.
Thank you.